Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech, where we blend casual conversations with insightful discussions on the latest in technology and gadgets. We've got some seriously cool and, frankly, pretty crucial tech news to unpack for you today. Everything from the future of gaming to how to stay safe online, lots to cover. Okay, let's just jump right in. AI. It feels like it's absolutely everywhere and getting, well, smarter all the time. We're hearing these whispers about ChatGPT-5 launching soon. What's the actual buzz on this next-gen model? What's really changing?
Yeah, the buzz is definitely loud on this one. The rumor mill points towards an early to mid-August 2025 launch. And look, if these whispers hold true, this isn't just a small step up. We're talking significantly better reasoning. Like, it could handle really complex multi-step problems much better. Think intricate logic puzzles or maybe even planning whole projects.
Wow.
And crucially, a much longer memory window. So you could have these really long, context-aware conversations. It wouldn't forget what you talked about minutes ago.
Okay, that's huge.
Right. And maybe the biggest shift, enhanced multimodal input. It could handle voice, images, files, right alongside text, all integrated. Essentially, OpenAI seems to be rolling its best text and reasoning models into one single, much smarter assistant.
Huh.
We might even see different versions, like a full power one, maybe a lighter mini model, even a compact nano version for simpler tasks.
That integration sounds key. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, he even hinted that a GPT-5 response made him feel, quote, useless compared to the AI. What does that really signal?
Well, that comment, it's not just hype, right? It points to a real shift in how we might work with AI. Imagine an AI that doesn't just follow orders, but remembers everything about your project, maybe suggests solutions proactively, refines your arguments, drafts creative stuff based on what you need.
Like a teammate.
Exactly. Less like a tool you command and more like an intelligent collaborator. It starts to blur the lines around, what work even means and where human input really shines. It's moving towards something with, initiative.
And this intelligence, it's not just staying in chatbots, right? It's changing how we even browse the web. Microsoft Edge is testing this new Copilot mode. What's that about?
Right, yeah, Copilot mode. It's an opt-in thing for now, experimental. They're calling it agentic AI.
Agentic. Okay, what does that mean in practice?
It means the AI isn't just waiting for your command. It acts like an agent for you. It can initiate tasks, learn from what you do, and sort of help you proactively. So in Edge, it means it's aware of what's happening across all your open tabs. It gets the context.
Oh, okay.
You can use natural voice commands like, find me info on this topic across these pages, and there's a pop-up chatbot for quick questions about the specific page you're on.
And the future stuff sounds even bigger.
Yeah, the promise is it could do things for you, like book a restaurant maybe, and remember your browsing history to offer suggestions before you even ask.
Okay, but privacy, is it watching everything?
That's the big question, always. Microsoft is emphasizing its opt-in. You control data collection in the settings. And there's supposed to be clear visual cues when Copilot is active. But yeah, it definitely shifts the browser from just a window to something more like an assistant. So
the AI taking action? Anticipating needs. Are we seeing this on phones too?
Absolutely. It's the same trend. Samsung's Galaxy S26, for instance, is apparently getting major AI upgrades. And interestingly, they seem to be looking to support more chatbots, not just Google Gemini.
Ah, diversifying. Like Apple working with ChatGPT.
Exactly like that. It's about mixing and matching to get the best tool for the job, filling in the gaps maybe one assistant has to give you a better overall experience. Your phone becomes a smarter companion because it has more specialized AI help available.
And it's even hitting creative tools now.
Yeah.
Runway's new ALF model for video editing.
Yep. Promising next-level capabilities. It really seems AI is aiming to be this sort of super assistant everywhere in our digital lives.
Which is amazing, but
yeah.
It also opens up, darker possibilities, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. That power is a double-edged sword.
Yeah, exactly. Because with all these cool advancements, you also get new avenues for, let's say, less cool activities. And this stuff is genuinely scary. Deepfake voice scams. We heard that awful story about the Florida mom, right? Lost $15,000, got a call, sounded exactly like her daughter, panicked, supposedly in a crash.
Yeah.
But it was a clone.
It's terrifying. And it's not just random people. High-profile figures, too, like Marco Rubio, Susie Wilkes. They've been targeted.
So what's the bigger picture here? How easy is this becoming?
That's the really worrying part. The tech is becoming incredibly accessible. Companies like 11 Labs, they make realistic voice cloning pretty straightforward. And scammers, they just grab voice samples, maybe from social media, videos, anything public. It's not just a niche threat anymore. It's a serious tool for organized crime, playing on emotion and trust.
So what can people actually do?
Okay, the key takeaway for you listening. Be super skeptical of calls from unknown numbers, especially if they sound urgent, demand money, particularly specific things like wire transfers or gift cards. Red flags.
Right.
And honestly, a simple but really effective defense. Set up a safe word or a secret question with your family, something only you would know. If you get a panicked call, ask for the word. It could stop a scam cold.
That's a really good practical tip. And it's not just voices. These malicious QR codes, quishing, you called it, they're surging too.
Yeah, quishing. It's booming because QR codes are everywhere now. We just scan without thinking.
So how does it work?
Simple, really. Scammers create a QR code that looks legit, maybe stuck over a real one on a poster or parking meter. But when you scan it, it takes you to a fake website, a phishing site.
To steal your info.
Exactly. Login details, credit card numbers, or sometimes it tricks you into downloading malware onto your phone.
And we've seen real examples.
Oh, yeah. New York City's transportation department warned about fake QR codes on parking meters trying to steal payment info. Hawaii Electric had scammers using them to try and get fake utility payments.
Wow. And the numbers are big.
Stark, really. Reports suggest over 26 million people got hit by malicious redirects from QR codes. And get this, something like 26% of all malicious links are now being sent via QR codes.
That's huge. Why are they so vulnerable?
Because they're built for convenience, not security. It's easy to slap a sticker over a real code, just like putting a fake card skimmer on an ATM. They exploit our habit of scanning quickly.
So again, what is the defense? Slow down.
Pretty much. Fight the urge to scan instantly. If you see a QR code on a poster for, say, an event or a company deal, take a second. Search for the company or event name in your browser instead. Go to their official site directly.
Makes sense.
And if you do scan a code, always look closely at the web address, the URL it takes you to. Does it look weird? Misspelled? Strange ending? If anything seems off, just close the page. Vigilance is your best bet.
Okay, good advice. Now, staying on safety and privacy, the UK's new Online Safety Act. It's causing a massive spike in VPN use. What's going on there?
Yeah, that's been dramatic. So the act basically requires websites to implement age verification for accessing explicit material or other content deemed sensitive priority content. And if sites don't comply, heavy fines, even potential criminal action for the executives.
And how are they verifying age? That sounds complicated.
It is, and that's the crux of the issue for many. The methods include things like credit card checks, sometimes AI-powered facial age estimation.
Facial estimation, wow.
Or uploading photo ID, like a driver's license or passport. We're talking highly sensitive personal data being handled.
Okay, I can see why people might be concerned.
Exactly, and the reaction was immediate. Proton VPN reported something like a 1,400% surge in UK signups on the day the law kicked in.
1,400%?
Yeah, massive. And if you looked at Apple's App Store in the UK around that time, VPN apps were dominating the free charts. Like 5 of the top 10 were VPNs.
So people are basically using VPNs to get around the checks.
That seems to be the primary driver. They're masking their location, making it look like they're browsing from a country without these rules, to avoid handing over that sensitive data or going through the verification hassle. And it's not just about adult sites. Xbox is also rolling out age verification in the UK for social features like chat and multiplayer. That becomes mandatory in early 2026. So it highlights this real tension between safety goals and user privacy concerns.
It really does. And it makes you think about data security in general, like that T-app story.
Oh, yeah, the dating red flag app.
Right, designed to help women share warnings about men they date. Good intentions, maybe, but it got hacked multiple times, exposing selfies, driver's licenses, private messages.
It's a stark reminder, isn't it? Doesn't matter how good the app's goal is, if you're collecting and storing highly sensitive personal data, you become a massive target. And the consequences of a breach are severe. It really underscores the risks.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Some exciting hardware news. Sounds like AMD is set to continue its reign in the console world.
Looks that way, yeah. Reports are suggesting AMD is lined up to provide the chips for the PlayStation 6.
Okay.
And a rumored new PlayStation handheld.
Oh, interesting.
And the next generation Xbox console. So pretty much locking up the big players again.
Any specifics leaking out? What kind of power are we talking?
Some intriguing tidbits. For PlayStation, they love their code names, right? We're hearing Robin and Robin Plus for the PS6 chips, following the Oberon series for the PS5. And there's talk the PS6 could jump to 24 gigs of RAM, up from 16 GB in the PS5.
More memory, always good. What about Xbox?
For the next Xbox, the chatter is around an AMD Zen 6 APU that's a combined CPU-GPU chip. It's expected to use a cutting-edge 3nm manufacturing process for the graphics part, the RDNA 82 GPU die. There was some early speculation about a really wide 384-bit memory bus, but new rumors suggest maybe 192-bit, which sounds like a downgrade from the Series X's 320-bit.
Yeah, that does sound odd.
But, chip design is complex. AMD likely has other optimizations, maybe faster memory types or better caching, to make sure performance is still a big leap forward. The takeaway is both consoles are clearly aiming for another major jump in power.
So AMD stays dominant. But speaking of consoles, Sony potentially bringing exclusives to Xbox feels huge.
It is huge. Definitely a sign of the times changing. Sony actually posted a job listing for a senior director of multiplatform and account management.
Okay.
And the job description explicitly mentions expanding PlayStation games beyond PlayStation hardware.
Wow. So it's official policy now.
It certainly points that way, and we're already seeing it happen, right? Helldivers 2 just launched on Xbox after being a huge PSPC hit. LEGO Horizon Adventures is coming to Nintendo Switch day and date with PlayStation.
So the walls are coming down?
Slowly, maybe. It suggests Sony sees more value now in growing their IP reach and player base across platforms, rather than just locking everything down to sell their own consoles. It's pragmatic. Though interestingly, they are still protective. They're suing Tencent over a game called Light of Motiram, claiming it's a slavish clone of their Horizon series. So they'll share, but don't copy.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And handheld PC gaming keeps heating up too, right? The MSI Claw A8?
Yeah, that's launching in Europe soon. It's got that AMD Ryzen Z2 Extreme chip. Wait, hold on. My notes say Z1 Extreme, similar to the ROG Ally. Still powerful.
Ah, okay. Z1 Extreme.
Yeah, my mistake. But it's got an 8-inch 1080p 120Hz screen, which is nice.
Yeah.
And a big 80-watt-hour battery. So definitely another strong competitor for the Steam Deck and others in that space. Portable PC power is really taking off.
Okay, let's talk wearables. Apple Watch Series 10. Sounds like lots of cool features again. Seamless iPhone connection, health stuff like ECG, fall detection, cycle tracking, even sleep apnea detection now. Plus the usual sleek design.
Yep, Apple keeps packing more health tech in. It's impressive stuff.
But there's always a but with Apple Watch for some people, isn't there?
Yeah.
The battery life.
Ah, yes, the Achilles heel for many. Look, the Series 10 is expected to offer around 18 hours of typical use, which means basically you charge it every single night.
Right.
And if you compare that to something like, say, a Garmin Forerunner 955, that thing gets maybe 15 days in smartwatch mode, or 42 hours even with GPS running constantly.
That's a massive difference.
It's night and day. And for people who rely heavily on their watch for multi-day tracking, serious exercise logging, sleep analysis, recovery metrics, having to charge it daily is just a deal breaker. It interrupts the flow.
It's a fundamental choice.
It really is.
Right.
Do you want the super integrated smart features and apps and accept daily charging? Or do you prioritize battery endurance for continuous health tracking, maybe with slightly less smart integration? There's no single right answer. It depends entirely on what you need from a watch.
Makes sense. And quickly on phones, durability and battery are always key. Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 7 survived a stress test.
Yeah, apparently the hinge mechanism held up really well under bending and twisting, which is great news for foldable durability. The inner screen, though, still scratched pretty easily, like level 2 on the hardness scale. So fingernails could still mark it. Keep those screen protectors on.
Good to know. And Oppo might be putting a monster battery in a phone.
That's the rumor. A flagship phone tipped to have a massive 7500 mAh battery. That's nearly double some flagships. If true, that could be a game changer for longevity, potentially offering multiple days of use on a single charge. We'll have to see if it pans out.
Okay, so wrapping things up, we've covered a ton. AI getting smarter and moving into everything. New security threats like voice cloning and quishing demanding more vigilance, the console wars evolving, and wearables still balancing features versus battery.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So what does this all really mean for you listening at home? It's clear the tech world just never stands still, right? We're seeing amazing innovation, but also some really important reminders to be careful and adaptable.
Absolutely. And I think this raises that important question. As all this tech gets more powerful, more pervasive in our lives, How do we balance it? How do we, as users, take advantage of the cool new capabilities, the convenience, but also stay aware of the security risks, the privacy implications, and just think critically about it all?
Yeah,
It's not always easy. It's definitely a journey of kind of continuous learning, isn't it? Staying informed helps you make better choices about the tech you use every day.
exactly. And that's really our mission here at Byte-Sized Tech, to help you navigate this incredible, sometimes bewildering world of gadgets and insights, to make sense of it all. Thanks for tuning in to Byte-Sized Tech. If you enjoyed the episode, definitely like, comment, show it around, and subscribe for more fun tech discussions.